Now, what does that mean? What are y'all in this relationship? Don't. And he put it in these brackets like I'm supposed to know, like I'm supposed to like Jedi, like okay. Is somebody having a baby or not? Let's start with some numbers from Donald Trump losing the 26 campaign. So, 8.6 for Annalise. Give Annalise some applause. Comfort zone in sweets. 8.5 for Annalise. And Miss Nervous? Oh, Nervous Chatter. Nervous Chatter, what you got? 8.9. One more time for Annalise and All right, our next storyteller, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know he needs to come out with like extra energy. So fun. This next storyteller, I knew it was hilarious when I actually saw him on like an episode of Empire. I'm like, oh snap, that's the guy from the Moth, the storyteller and a fine actor. I want you guys to start ripping up this side, make some noise real quick. This side. Okay. This side, show this side. Step it up. Step it up. It's like a standardized test. It was failed. I need you guys both to come together right now for the very, very talented Mr. James Gordon, everybody. Give him a James Gordon.
My brother is one of those motherfuckers who always has to find a deal. He doesn't care where he has to go or what he has to do. He'll cut coupons, go on Groupon, thrift stores, rummage sales, garage sales, heck, even Craigslist. One time, there was a guy giving away a free bicycle in Waukegan. He took his ass there and got it. So it was no surprise that I was sitting there playing PlayStation, Arkham Asylum, and I'm fucking nerd. And he comes in and he says, bro, guess what? I found the cabinets that Mom wanted for free on Craigslist. So I said, okay, bro, where you gotta go to get them? He said, what do you care? You never go with me. And he was right. I can give a damn about a deal. If it's $12.99 across the street, $8.99 5 blocks down, guess where I'm going? Across the street for the $12.99. I ain't got time for that shit. But something said to me, hey, go this time, go with him. So I said, bro, I'm gonna go with you this time, for real. He said, for real? I said, for real, bro, I'm gonna go with you, where we gotta go? He says, we gotta go to Beverly. I said, Beverly Hills? He said, no, motherfucker, Beverly. Beverly is an upper middle class neighborhood on the south side of Chicago, from 95th to 103rd, a little past Ashland to Weston. Big giant homes that resemble mansions. Nothing ever happens there as far as crime. I've never had a reason to go there, but we always go past it. I said, cool. He says, call Sandy. Sandy's our friend. He's got a big ass car. We can put the cabinets in. I called Sandy. I said, bro, we gotta go on a road trip. He says, he got a deep ass voice. Where we gotta go? I said, we gotta go to Beverly. He said, Beverly Hills? I said, no, motherfucker. Beverly by the plaza. He says, okay, can we get chicken and beer afterwards? I said, dude, that's some stereotypical shit. You need to try some sushi or something different. He said, no, I like chicken, I want to stick with that. Can we get some? I said, sure, we go to Harold's or whatever. Let's go. So he comes and gets us. We roll to Beverly, we meet Gary. Gary's the guy with the cats. Gary's cool as shit. Sitting there talking, and he says, hey, fellas, I just bought a new refrigerator. There's a refrigerator in the home that is already new. Do you want it? He's like, well, how much you want for it? He's like, free, you just gotta transport it. We was like, cool. We'll come back tomorrow with a U-Haul, get the cabinets in the fridge. We shake hands with Gary, and we leave. We go out to Sandy's car. Sandy hits the alarm. Nothing. He hits the alarm twice. Nothing. He hits the alarm 5 times. Nothing. Turns to us and says, I think the battery's dead. I tell y'all like I told his ass. Motherfucker, do you know what you gotta do to run down the battery on that shit? That means you took your ass outside one day bored and just was like, boop. And now battery's dead and we stuck in battery. I said, cool, we can go to O'Reilly's, which is the next block over on Western. We can go get a battery. Of course, O'Reilly's doesn't have a battery. My brother said, hey man, we can go to 95th. Radio Shack, they're about to close soon. They got good deals. We can get a battery there. Sandy, man, I don't want to walk that far. My brother, who's a smart aleck, says, well, motherfucker, it's not like we can drive at the moment. He's like, okay. So we start walking. My lady calls me on the phone. We've only been seeing each other a month. You know how it is when you've been dating somebody a short time. Everything is lovey-dovey. Smiling, giggling. Wait a minute, hold on. She's right there. Wait, babe, it's still good. It hasn't changed at all. Wonderful. That was an awkward ass ride home. So anyway, as we're talking on the phone, I look up, and my brother and Sandy are up against a police car. I'm walking, and my brother makes eye contact with me, and with his head, he nods. I keep going. I catch the hint. I tell my lady, stay on the phone. My guy's up against the police car. She starts freaking out. I say, stay calm. We're going to get through this. I walk past. A voice says, hey! That's not my name, so I keep going. He says, hey, you! I speed up a little bit. Hey, you, stop! And I freeze. 3 squad cars. 2 unmarked. 2 Tahoes and a fucking helicopter over the top of us. And an overzealous police car with the, I swear to God, this guy's name was O'Reilly. And he jumps out, he says, you freeze, you black bastard! And I immediately put my hands in the air to let him know I have no weapons, I mean no harm. This is only 2013. They aren't shooting people when they put their hands in the air yet. So I keep my hands up. I said, man, what are you doing? Stop, you're not doing anything. And he says, yeah, you are. We got a call, 3 suspicious characters. We're walking around looking to rob places. I said, no, we weren't doing that. And I keep my hands up. A guy in plain clothes who I assume is a detective tells the guy to lower his gun. He says, big guy, you can lower your hands. I said, no, I'm gonna keep him like this. I'm gonna keep him like this. He asked me what's the story, I tell him. He asked me, can I verify who Gary is? I said, you can ask my brother. He gets the information from my brother. They clear everything up. Only after 45 minutes later, we're out in 25-degree weather. They give us 2 citations, one for loitering and one for mob action. And the cop comes up to me, the first cop, and said, listen, bro, from now on, there are places you can go and there are places you can be. Don't you be your ass here again. And I realized at that moment that I would rather be a little uncomfortable going with my brother looking for deals than sitting at home wondering if he's gonna be in a situation like this. Thank you.